This is a very interesting article. I'm trying to relate the number 12 as occurring with MJ12 UFOs, and I saw 12 white orbs over Sydney, and that was 8th of June, Queen's birthday. I was on the beach. It was winter, but I usually go on the eastern suburbs beaches. There's less wind. There were 12 white orbs about 3:30 p.m. This was reported on the news that night. Now, when I researched it, my first indication was on the 4th of June. There's an article here, 1943. 12 brilliant star-like lights were over France. Then when I googled on the iPhone on that day, I saw on the 4th of June over Iowa, USA, 12 were spotted. And I spotted mine on the 8th of June. And that's how I started my research. So here we have this interesting article. They always occur, these sightings, mostly between June the 4th. And here are all these things that have happened. And then the funny thing was, I was then researching the moon, and I've discovered all these other things. So let's go to them now. Now, over Washington in I think it was 1952, up to 12 UFOs were actually spotted. Here we go. Over Washington. So the surveillance radar tracked between 10 and 12. So the highest number was 12 at a single time. So that was July. Again, that June-July period, 1952 over Washington. So that can be seen in this clip, which is on YouTube. So let's go have a quick look. And this was reportable in newspapers and obviously the news stations and everything. So this is what they look like, and this was actually here it is there. So I'll just take down the volume, and that's a real recording, and that was obviously shown. Now the other interesting part was, let's pause it now and go to the other article. It's happened again. This was 1965. And up to, here we go again, up to 12 UFOs were spotted by military personnel at Edwards Air Force Base in 65. This was meant to be a historic exchange at the base. And then we come to some other bizarre things. Let's go to them now. The top secret society was MJ12. So again, the number 12 comes into this. Next article. These were the list of all the astronauts, but 12 of these astronauts walked on the moon's surface. So it was only allowed that 12 would walk. Here's the next interesting article. The cameras used were hasselblads from Sweden. They were the first used in World War II to be mounted on aeroplanes to take surveillance photographs at high altitudes. So obviously they were used with the Zeiss telescopic lens and Kodak film for moon photos. That was after I researched these moon pictures at the Apollo Image Atlas, and guess what? 12 hasselblads were left on the lunar surface as though they were some sort of offering to the moon. And the moon gives us 12 lunar months. Isn't that funny? And there's 12 hours in AM and 12 hours in PM. It seems as though we've returned 12 things to the moon, and these were 12 Hasselblad cameras, 12 astronauts to walk on the moon, and we've encountered groups of 12 UFOs throughout the history of the 20th century, and obviously I saw mine in 2010, so it was the 21st century, and up to 12 were spotted over Washington in 52, and up to 12 were over Edwards Air Force Base. Now, isn't this interesting? When I spotted my UFOs, I quickly then placed an article on a UFO blog website, and I obviously put Sydney, but it was straight away when I went back on the iPhone, it said Botswana, which was very interesting. So here's the article there, UFO evidence, and they changed it to Botswana. Here it is, June the 8th, 2010, 12 UFOs sighted, 45 degrees east, about 3:40 p.m. Australian time, Queen's birthday, Monday the 8th of June. So obviously it was a public holiday. Search report, and it said that I found over Iowa, there was an article on the 4th of June, 12 were spotted as well. And this was the article I then placed in as well, December the 8th, 2010. Again, number 12 pops up. I witnessed 12 UFO orbs over Sydney, 8th of June. 4 days before, 12 were spotted over Iowa. So everything I've written down has been documented. So let's go to this article in UFO evidence and see how they translated the article. Because obviously it says Australian time, Queen's birthday, but it's written as Botswana. It straight away changed the locations. Let's go to that article and see why that's happened. This is interesting. I forgot about this article. 12 UFOs in formation witnessed by North Carolina couple. December the 7th, 2010. At least 12 again is popping up. So probably that's where I left my comment. So again, it isn't by accident. I'm spotting a lot of 12s coming up. We're getting visits, and the closest base that I researched is on the far side of the moon, or actually, so let's pause it now.